If you're about to drop $600 to $700 on a premium travel card and choose the wrong one, you could be missing out on $1,500 in value every single year. I'm about to reveal which card actually wins, and the answer might shock you. And here's what I discovered after analyzing these two cards for 6 months straight. Most people choose between Chase Sapphire Reserve and Amex Platinum card based on the marketing hype and friends' recommendations without calculating which one actually provides better value for their specific situation. This leads to people paying premium annual fees for cards that don't maximize their reward potential. With credit card debt hitting record heights and banks tightening approval standards, choosing the premium card has never been more critical. Today I'm breaking down these cards head to head using a framework that most comparison videos completely miss. And stick around because the strategy I reveal in section 4 can help you extract maximum value regardless of which card you choose. Plus, I will show you how strategic credit optimization with this card can position you for massive funding opportunities. I'm Alain, I'm the founder of SRE Group, and I help business owners and entrepreneurs with 700 credit score or more get $100,000 in business funding at 0% APR for 12 months. Click the link in the description to book your free strategy call right now. But remember, you don't pay a dime until you get funded. And we are only working with a limited number of people each month because we provide personalized strategies for each situation. Let's start with the real cost of these cards because the annual fees tell you only half of the story. The Sapphire Reserve has a $55 annual fee. The Platinum card has $695 annual fee. But here's where it gets interesting. The Reserve offers a $300 annual travel credit that's incredibly flexible. It automatically applies to almost any travel purchase including flights, hotels, rental cars, parking tools, even ride sharing. You don't do anything special. You just travel and the credit applies. So the effective annual fee for the Reserve is $250 after the travel credit. The Platinum offers multiple credits that add up to over $650. $200 airline fee credit, but only for incidental fees with one specific airline. $200 Uber credit, split it into monthly credits. $200 hotel credit through Fine Hotels and Resorts, $155 Walmart Plus credit, and $100 Saks credit. But here's the catch. You need to actually use all these credits to get the most value. In my experience, most of the people use 60 to 70% of the available Platinum credits. So instead of $650 in value, they are getting $400 to $450. This means the effective annual fee for the Platinum is between $250 and $300 depending on their credit usage. From a pure cost perspective, these cards are actually pretty similar if you are strategic. Now let's talk about the earning rates because this is where these cards really actually differentiate themselves. The Sapphire Reserve earns 3 times Ultimate Rewards points on travel and dining worldwide. It also earns 10 times points on hotels and car rentals when booked through Chase Ultimate Rewards and 5 times points on flights through the portal. The Platinum earns 5 times membership reward points on the flights booked directly with the airline or through Amex Travel Portal. 5 times points on prepaid hotels through Amex Travel Portal, and everything else earns 1 point. Here's the key difference that changed everything. The Reserve gives you 3 times points on all dining everywhere in the world. The Platinum gives you 1 time points on dining. Let me put you into perspective. If you spend $500 monthly on dining, that's $6,000 annually. With the Reserve, you earn 18,000 Ultimate Reward points. With the Platinum, you earn 6,000 membership reward points. That difference is worth about $192 per year in favor of the Reserve, but the Platinum fights back on flights. If you book flights directly with the airlines, you earn 5 times points with the Platinum versus 3 times points with the Reserve. If you spend $3,000 annually on flights, that's worth about $96 per year in favor of the Platinum. Your earning preference depends entirely on your spending patterns. More dining than flights? Reserve wins. More flights than dining? Platinum might be better. Here's where the cards really show their premium status and where the difference becomes most apparent. Both cards offer Priority Pass launch access with over 1,300 launches worldwide, but the Platinum goes much farther. The Platinum gives you access to the Centurion launches, which are widely considered some of the best airport launches in the world. High quality food, premium drinks, excellent service. There are about 13 Centurion launches globally, and this alone can justify the annual fee if you travel frequently. The Platinum also gives you access to Delta Sky Club when flying Delta, Lufthansa launches when flying Lufthansa, and several other airlines launches network. The Reserve gives you access to Chase Sapphire launches, but there are only few locations. However, the Reserve Priority Pass includes access to restaurants and experiences, not just lounges. Here's where the Platinum really differentiates itself. You actually get the gold status with the Marriott Bonvoy and Hilton Honors just for having the card. These statuses provide you room upgrades, late checkouts, and bonus points. If you travel frequently and stay at Marriott and Hilton properties, the automatic status from the Platinum can be worth hundreds or thousands annually in upgrades and benefits. The Reserve doesn't provide the automatic status. Now let's talk about the transfer partners, because this is where both cards can provide incredible value when you understand the system. The Reserve allows you to transfer ultimate reward points to airline and hotel partners at 1-to-1 ratios. Key partners include United, Southwest, British Airways, Air France, World of Hyatt, and IHG. The Platinum allows you to transfer membership reward points to over 20 airlines and hotel partners. Key partners include Delta, British Airways, Air France, ANA, Singapore Airlines, Hilton, and Marriott. Here's the strategic difference. Chase has fewer transfer partners, but some are incredibly valuable. The partnership with Hyatt is particularly strong because Hyatt points are widely considered the most valuable hotel points in the industry. Amex has more transfer partners, giving you more flexibility, but some partnerships aren't as valuable as Chase's key relationships. Both programs allow you incredible value when you transfer strategically. I've seen people get over 10 cents per point value when booking premium cabin flights or luxury hotel stays through transfer partners. The key is in this. Transfer partners' value depends on travel preferences. Prefer Hyatt properties? Chase is better. Fly Delta frequently? Amex might be better. Want maximum flexibility? Amex has more options. So who should choose the Reserve and who should choose the Platinum? Let me break this down by user profiles. Choose the Sapphire Reserve if you spend heavily on dining. 3 times points on restaurant worldwide can add up to significant value if you eat out regularly. Choose the Reserve if you want to simplify your credits. The $300 travel credit is much easier to use than multiple restrictive Platinum credits. Choose the Reserve if you prefer booking travel directly with airlines and hotels rather than through credit card portals. The 3 times points on travel applies to direct bookings, while the Platinum's 5 times only applies to Amex travel portal bookings. Choose the Reserve if you want to access to Chase's ecosystem for potential business cards and funding opportunities. Having a strong Chase relationship can be valuable for business credit applications. Choose the Platinum if you want to travel frequently and want the best possible lunches access. The Centurion lunches alone can justify the annual fee for frequent travelers. Choose the Platinum card if you stay at Marriott or Hilton properties frequently. The automatic gold status can provide significant value in room upgrades and benefits. Choose the Platinum if you book flights directly with airlines regularly and want to maximize points in airfare. The 5 times points on flights can add up quickly for frequent flyers. The key is being honest about the actual spending patterns and travel habits. Know what you think might be in the future. So which car wins in 2025? Here's my final recommendation. For most people choosing their first premium travel card, I recommend the Chase Sapphire Reserve. The earning structure is more straightforward, the travel credit is easier to use, and their overall value position is more accessible. The Reserve is better for people who want to enter premium travel cards without having to optimize multiple credits and understand complex redemption strategies. However, if you travel frequently, stay at premium hotels regularly, and are willing to actively manage multiple credits to maximize value, the Platinum can provide more total value. The Platinum is better for people who are already experiencing with travel rewards and want to maximize every possible benefit. My advice is to track your spending for 2 to 3 months before calculate how much you spend on dining, travel, and other categories. Estimate how many credits you will actually use, then choose the card that provides better value for your specific situation. If you are ready to optimize your credit strategy and you are a business owner or entrepreneur with a 700 credit score or more who wants to see how the strategy credit optimization can help you access to $100,000 in business funding at 0% APR for 12 months, click the link in the description to book your free strategy call right now. But remember, you don't pay a dime until you get funded. And we are only working with a limited number of people each month because we provide personalized strategies for each situation. Don't make the mistake of choosing a premium card based on the marketing or hype. Understanding which card aligns with your actual spending partners is the key to maximizing rewards and building wealth through strategic credit optimization. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.